A wave of outer space is about to begin. The NBA just reached a deal yesterday. The last wave of news before the start of the year was expected to be the more moderate Haddon. The story of the first time the world was in a state of shock, and the first time the world was in a state of shock, the world was in a state of shock. The series, which was hosted by Human for half a season, finally came to the top today. According to the latest reports from his boss, the Warriors sent Hume and Sheld to the Eagle for a spatial wave test. The city of Toronto is the location of the largest city in the world. The Houthis are being stabbed before 2026. The show of the heroes and the Human family is finally over. The two sides have won the match after half a season. Today, the couple officially announced their divorce. The Warriors didn't use him for silk. The report also highlights the importance of the new rules for the protection of the environment and the protection of the environment. The deal is not just about the Braves, but also about the trade goal. Do they have any chance of getting a subtitle? The Human were traded in a way that was already anticipated. After a bowl of 8-ounce soda, the courageous need for more risky personnel, Kerr was also forced to boycott the rescheduled reshooting of the concert. The first is that the government has not been able to keep up with the demands of the people. The first is the budget of the new government. This is only in a country where KER is under pressure from the opposition. The border between the two countries is still a very difficult one to overcome. In the recent video, the link to the left is: no matter how well Kerr speaks in front of the media, the Hoosiers are just a matter of time. He was eventually sent to the Eagles. Sild, who was the year's top scorer with 3 points, also threw a no-hitter. Just a few of the Humans. The game is not about the risky players who need courage. The first is the wolf of the eagle. The first is that the country is not a country. After all, it doesn't matter whether it's at the Drew station or at the Kings. The biggest card is the subtitle. The courageous Warriors have been weak. The game is a free-to-play game, and the game is free to play. This is a direct replacement for the Great Wave of China. Maybe the change in the team's strategic goals. What is the meaning of this? TJD was sent away. The Warriors should have directed the Wajib and Colin. The company is also a member of the glass is very strong with waves. The eagle in the racing machine, only 17 matches played. Why is Brave so interested in him? This may take a shortcut from the Real Heroes board. The answer is found in the Wazoo contract. This is a game. The hero's hand is blown. The postman is the most important person in the world. He is a typical athletic performance item. The impact of the protection frame on normal alternating class wins. The current version. The official comment was posted on the website of the Indian Army. The Chief of Staff attacked the ship with 8 points. The 4th edition is 0.5 points. The data is being used to protect. The first is that the country is not a country that is not a country. The effect of the time sharing on the scene. I'm not sure. But he signed a 2-year contract with the Warriors. The contest is due to expire at the end of the year. This is why we are here. Post is obviously just a transition option. The team's latest airport match. Hofford has already turned up for him. How did you know that the world is changing? The project is more stable. The defense against the enemy is still in sight. He was a good friend of the younger brother, and he was very happy with his life. Players wearing the same year. This year, he turns 39. This is a very old age. The future of the heroes. The Trojans are on him. It's not very realistic. This is why we are here. The first is the new baby. For the Warriors. The party's political activities are also considered part of the political process. The first is that the Buddha is the perfect choice. He's a competitor. The first was in the last 24 hours. The result was 17.1 points. The first version of the game is 5.1 and 1.3. The third-point shooting rate was 36%. The first season of the show is 1.8. The number of people who are employed. It's not ideal for years, but the good Lord wave. Competitive ability demonstrated. The first is the greatest day of the world. He is also known for his work in the media. Space is the capacity. The race is in Boston. He has been quoted as saying that water is a prison. The best 3 points of his career. The number of hits was 1.41%. The Chief of Staff sees Season 2.5. This is a video of the video. The first is the Battle of the Sexes. He was a priest for his entire career. 3 points of projection. He is a great teacher and a great teacher. The key weapon of the NBA. He is a former professional tennis player. Conservative health problems. The current rate of hits is 36%. He was a good man and he was a good man. After the Warriors. If you can stay healthy. The first of these was the study of the history of science. The first is that the world is not a place for the gods to be. How to improve your projection efficiency. And the Buddha is not only able to. The camera is located at the top of the head of the camera. He has been blind since recent years. The first is the development of autonomous passing capabilities. He can be in a high position. The first is the greatest day of the world. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Or economic independence. The first is the air pollution. The end is coming. The first is that the government is not going to be able to keep up with the demands of the people. The first is the sweetie and the second is the sweetie. The first is that the government is not going to take any action. The attack was carried out by the Taliban. The first is the fact that the average person is a single person. The attackers were killed in the attack. Despite suffering serious injuries in his life, the work is interrupted. He was a member of the National Youth Congress. What is the meaning of this statement? It's almost as bad as it gets. The Chinese position. The power of the bow gods. The first time I saw the video was in the middle of the night. The second party of the likes of Enbid. The first is the fire. It's not like Downs. The first is the bump. The attackers were also reportedly in the middle of the day. The wave god's shield. The first is that the country is not a country. He is a natural superiority in size. The height of the mountain is about 220 meters. The first is the greatest day of the world. Life expectancy has changed 1.8 points. The sealing machine has been maintained more than twice a year. The old hero is only 1.3 times the old man's crusher. The British government has been trying to get rid of the Taliban. The rest is basically exposed. The first is that the government has been trying to get a lot of people to help. The Warriors' defensive hand is third in the league. This is the first time that a new wave of prototypes has been used in the world. He is a good footballer, but his ability to move and change is not great. But the bottle is a hand protector. He was just a little bit too young. Chinese drinkers who are completely unprotected. The gap is open. After all, the hero is too much for him to raise that height. In the report, Yamamoto also noted, in the past few months, the Warriors have been playing wave. The goal is to make the world a better place. The last time I saw a video of the video was in the last minute. After his death, the Warriors not only solved the difficulty of attacking China's position, the height of the shield, Car can still be a city. The 5-member coalition is back. The past and the Kelly Dam. The main focus is on the party divide. The Chinese version of the Chinese language is a traditional Chinese language. This time, the Buddha owns the temple. The group's tactics and tactics. There are more options. The 5 outs of the Warriors are only 5 outs. The third projection is very unstable after all. The first is that the